Hi everyone, and welcome back to another video. It's going to be a subscriber suggestion Sunday video. I started doing this last week, and I'm going to be doing a Bewitched set. It was a witch set, Flying Over a Moon, was suggested by Sheree by Just Nailed It. So for her, I'm going to do this Bewitched set. And as you're watching me do it, I'm going to tell a little story about how I got my name, and it's a hint in the name Bewitched. So, picture it, it's 1972, it's a very hot August day. It's around, I say, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and my mom and my grandmother and my younger uncle, that's only about, I think he's like 6 years older than me. Anyways, they were sitting down to Kentucky Fried Chicken, and I think my dad and my uncle went somewhere out for the night. They went somewhere, I don't know if it was a ball game or somewhere. Anyway, my mom felt like, she felt like the baby was coming, and I was like a week early. And my grandma was like, well, we better, because my mom didn't drive at the time, my grandmother didn't drive, and my uncle was too young, he was 6 or 7 at the time. And so my mom was like, we'll call a taxi cab. Well, they said that for some reason they were delayed. I don't know what happened, but my mom, she just didn't want to wait. She said, well, I want to finish my Kentucky Fried Chicken first. My mom's like, Brenda, you gotta go, you're having a baby. So my mom said, well, the cab's not coming. So my grandmother owned like a corner store. My grandfather and grandmother owned like a little family market on the corner. So my mom walked across the street to the corner bar, and she's like, I'm having a baby. And this guy, this, like, she said, like 6'7", stood up, and he goes, well, I'll take you to the hospital. And my mom's like, well, come on then. I guess she didn't think anything about serial killers back then. I guess they didn't really have them back then in the early 70s. They didn't start peaking until the mid 70s. I don't know. But I guess it turns out he was on a motorcycle. So she's like, oh well. And my grandma's right behind her running. She says, Brittany, you can't get on that motorcycle. My mom just hops on, and I guess he zooms and takes her to the hospital. And it's when my mom gets there, they put her in the wheelchair, and when the nurses or the attendees are, pushing her along, I guess I was starting to come out. My mom's like, it's coming now. And my mom turns to the nurse and says, I guess that bumpy motorcycle ride must have pushed her out. Anyway, make a long story short, my mom had me, and the nurse came up and she said, so what are you going to name her? And I don't know if my mom was still a little bit loopy or tired, but I guess she looked over to, because she said she didn't think of a name yet. She didn't think anything she wanted to name me as of yet. So she'd seen the TV. The next lady was watching a TV, and she saw Bewitched was on. And I guess she remembered the actress's name was Elizabeth Montgomery, because she asked the nurse, what's her name? And instead of saying Elizabeth Montgomery, because I think my mom may have wanted to name me after my grandmother's middle name, Elizabeth, the nurse gave the character name Samantha. My mom's like, okay, that's it. Samantha. I'm going to name her Samantha. So that's how I got my name. My crazy way to the hospital, being born on the back of a motorcycle, and picking my name from the Witch TV show. That's how I got my name. And side note, that motorcycle guy, she never got his name, but he did wait. And finally, when my father got there, he's like, dude, your wife's back there having a baby. But he stayed, though. He stayed until to see that my mom was fine, that the baby was, that I was born. So, but she never got his name and never, got to properly thank him. But, anyways, that's the story of how I got my name, Samantha. Hope you enjoyed my little story. I'm going to pop on some music now and let you watch the rest of the video. And that's my final set. I hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank Sheree from Just Nailed It for suggesting such a great idea. I hope she likes the set also. Also a little reminder about my 500 subscriber giveaway going on at the moment. That video is pinned at the top of my video list, so go on and check that out. And if you're new here, please hit that subscribe and notification bell. And if you're old here, thank you for returning. Again, I want to thank you for watching, and please leave a like and a comment. It really does help my channel out. See you next video. Bye.